Hello, viewers. My name's Gold9Katie, and today we're finally going to be touching the Cinderella event, or aka the Halloween Rising event for Fate Grand Order. It's been out for a couple days. I just haven't gotten around to play it, but I just finished Life of P yesterday. I figured, oh, it's Monday, probably stream for 2 hours and start it finally. Before I do anything else, there is Sea of Stars, and then I want to play some Cyberpunk, and Lords of the Fallen just came out. So I have a whole bunch of things to do, and I haven't been able to touch Grand Order because of it. Because lately I'm only playing Fate Grand Order on stream. Alright, so I have 9 days to beat it. So let's get to it. I completely forgot to post this on Twitter. I'll do it in a moment. Skip. Woo! I'm wearing a hat because I really need to get a haircut. Alright. Let me go AFK. I'm gonna post this on Twitter real quick. I mean, you can still hear me. Video details. Copy. Twitter. What? What if it's guessing wrong? I mean, isn't he? Sorry, I'm reading something off Twitter. Yikes. Anyways, sorry about that. I cannot see the icon, so I can get back in the game. Oh, BS. Streaming. Ah, la la la. Alright, now. Ooh, it's so bright. So I incorporated topic points to everything. So I incorporated topic points to my gaming, like the general purpose gaming side, and now I just added it to the top part of my FGO overlay or background, whatever you want to call it. Yesterday I finished Life of P. I was a little too tired to talk about it back then. It was like 1 o'clock. But yeah, today I could talk a little bit about the game and overall how I feel about it after beating it. I definitely feel like I need to play it again. I'm not sure when I'm gonna do a new game plus, but overall, I would say it's not a great game, but it's a fun game. I'm definitely looking forward to whatever the studio makes next. Speaking of which, I don't know the name of the studio. I'm gonna have to Google it real quick. Lies of P. Let's see. Lies of P. It's Round 8 Studios and Meowits Games. It's a fun game. I do have to say that. I don't know. I don't know how I felt about the strength weapons per se. Like, the only strength weapon I really enjoyed was when I mixed the baton with the, like, super saw that I was using. And apart from that, I really enjoyed the last weapon out that I got from Simon, which is just a big club. But before that, I had a really big ice sword, and it just felt so underwhelming. I had about 50 motivity, but I really didn't feel like I was doing much. I feel like I would have had a better experience had I just picked dexterity instead of strength. But I didn't really want to reset my character. I did have a whole bunch of fun with the Legion weapons. The mechanics of the game are fun. I just don't think it's great. And the reason I don't think it's great is mostly because of ooh, wait, let me move you. I don't think it's great because of the bosses just don't feel right to me. Oh, wait. Some of them, it's not that they're too punishing, right? It's just, how do I even explain it? Like, some of the bosses have so many bullshit moves that are just straight up unavoidable, where most of the time, because my heavy weapon didn't stun them, I'd have to watch out what the ideal moment to hit them would be. So I could dodge that attack and then hit them maybe like once because my weapon was so slow. The game audio is very low. Give me a moment. Let me Alright. There we go. Sorry about that. Pa, 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 pa. So what do you do? Alright, remove debuffs for yourself. Increases attack for all. Deals significant damage to one enemy. Okay. Skill seal 1 turn. That kind of sucks. What is up with these demerits? Okay. Another Ellie. It's funny how the game's still sort of laggy for me, and I have no idea why. But anyways, talking back about Life of P, I definitely want to replay it, especially because there's a 6 phase when it comes to the quartz, the P whatever it was called, Peabody P something, and again, as I mentioned, I more so than the actual weapons, I enjoyed the sidearm. Switching over between the ages, using the eagle eye. I stopped using the fulminous, and I never really used the flamethrower, and I probably should have. Part of because I was so heavy, because I picked motility, I spent most of my points leveling up by health. Then health. Ooh, I already got her. Yes. Health. Then I went for capacity so I could carry more because I was so heavy. And then finally, motivity, of course, which was my main style. I had 50 in motivity, 30 in health, 30 in capacity, and I was leveling up stamina by the end. That was something I really suffered with too. Not that it mattered too much, because having heavy weapons made it so I wouldn't be able to hit more than once at most. Staggering bosses wasn't really a thing. Or at least risking it wasn't either, right? As to which boss I didn't like the most, I would definitely say that it was either Victor or the boss that came after Victor, which is Swaplan's boss, an infected boss. He's on like walks on 4 limbs. I really don't know what it's called, but ooh. Right, I forgot that she came out. I don't think I'm gonna get her though. I'm gonna save up. Damn. It was Chakra's Motor Day. Nah. Oopsie. You know, I've seen a couple videos talking about Lies of. I keep wanting to call it Life of P. But Life of P is the movie. I don't remember when it came out, but this one was about the Indian boy and the tiger. Yeah, people are making videos on Lies of P about whether it's like, oh, it's like Sekiro 2, the Sekiro 2 we never got, or the Bloodborne 2 we never got, and I kind of disagree, right? Because like, it's very Bloodborne-ish in its aesthetic and how it looks, but it's pretty far from how it actually feels. Lies of P does not feel like Sekiro at all. Alright, give me a moment. Who's it gonna be? It doesn't really matter now, does it? Yeah, doesn't matter. Didn't I get, you know who? I forgot her name. So I got this Buster card, effectiveness, and P strength. Okay. Apply invincible. Remove incapacity seal, increase HP guard. Okay. So I want to use the other Ellie, but I have to level her up. Yeah, talking back on Lies of P. I just want to come back and talk about it more, because I definitely really enjoyed it. But I do have my gripes with it, namely things like the parry mechanic. I'm glad it's there, but I don't think it's as good as Sekiro's. I think it's interesting, right? But I don't think it's great. Right. Ooh. I'm glad it's there, is essentially what I'm saying. Oh. And in some senses, I guess you could say that the Legion arm kind of feels like guns in Bloodborne. Although not really. Like, there is a parry in the game that I never used because I never got the timing right. It was really annoying. Whoa. Toot 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 toot. Toot 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 toot. So I usually don't look at wikis until after I've beaten a game. And I was a little bit disappointed in the weapon buyer, but the Varroa, I can't say it right now. I can't talk for shit. The amount of weapons, and maybe it's like it's not that there aren't like a good amount of weapons. Maybe it's just because since you can break them down and work them out, they just don't really feel all too different from one another. Despite them, every handle has a different moveset, right? None of the Fable arts feel particularly amazing to me. Not any from the like heavy weapons. I mean, that I used. Ooh. Okay, so this is a farming event. Alright, I'm gonna do the main story like streamed, but I'm definitely not. Probably not. I would rather not farm on stream. Which is funny because it's a farming game, right? Essentially. Do I have anything to upgrade her with? I do not, actually. Oh, she's a writer. Alright, let's filter. Sure. Max them broken only, and all right, that works. Do I have any writers who are Arts NP for everybody? Yes, I do actually. Default, select all. Yep. It always goes back to farming. The Queen of Dust and this the what? What? Ooh. Sorry about that. It's just somebody sent me a meme. Oh no. No. Come on. I still haven't checked out why it does this. I just haven't had the time to check it. Do you? Yeah, if yours lasts, greatly increase NP gauge. No, it's good. Oh, it's a bag! Alright, I heard. Yeah. I got it. Yo, Habarot! I feel like I'm a little bit off center. There we go. Oh. You sure drink a lot. After going through, I'm gonna keep going back to into the game, but after going through, I don't like Lies of P. I don't think the level design. Yeah, sure, it's beautiful, but it's not really all that memorable, is it? Like, I remember where you start Bloodborne in the first town, like it's the back of my hand. But also, I played Bloodborne like a whole bunch of times. Crazy to think it's not really out yet on PC. And what is Sony doing? I mean, if I remember correctly, didn't Jim Ryan step down? I mean, whoever is taking the position should probably push From Software, just re-release it, or right, just put it out on PC already, man. It's what the people want. The Queen of Dust and the Disciple of the Darkness. Because I really made it hard on myself. Because I have a little banner down at the bottom. Right, I have the name of the event that's going on. I switch it all the time. It usually takes me around like an hour before I start streaming because I have to create a quick banner. And I can't fully use the banners that the game makes because they're a lot smaller than the one I made. But sometimes I can take bits and pieces from it, and then I'll use some AI to upscale it. It doesn't look perfect, but it does the job. That's all that matters. Oh. Alright, 4 enemies. So funny, they already introduced the multiple enemies thing. I mean, I think they did that since last main mission, right? Water. Ooh. Someone's shooting out fireworks. Hey, my gun's going out. It's November. Anything that's happening this month is Turkey month. What? What? Every 30 minutes, I'll change the topic point. So right now, the topic point is still Life of P and how I feel about it. Oh yeah, another thing is, man, I really wish they would have taken a page out of Elden Ring, so you could, whenever you run in Elden Ring and you're not in combat, your stamina is infinite. There's a lot of walking. If you die at any part in Lies of P, you have to backtrack everything, like everywhere you've already gone. You have to run so much, and it's so slow. Actually, one thing that's really annoying about the game is that there are some instances where in the process of getting to the boss, there's like either a little puzzle, not a little puzzle, like a little platform you have to go through. It's very narrow, or you have like some sort of trap that could hit you. And I mean, it's punishing enough that you died while fighting in the boss, and now you gotta be careful you don't fuck it up in your way to the boss. Some of the bosses, namely Victor. Victor had so much health, man. He was so tanky. He was also so finicky to fight. He's fast and slow at the same time. I'm gonna do these missions with these. Halloween event servants. Ah, yes. Yep. Yesterday I was watching a compilation of Asmongold moments, and man, watching him play Jump King was funny as hell. I should probably start playing Jump King at some point. Whenever I run out of stuff to do, I'll start playing Jump King. Nope. And we're past the first topic point, so once I'm done with this fight, I'll change the topic point. Oh. Interesting. I can't really do anything. Ooh. Ooh. Yo, what? Wow! What? No way! 6 hell? I really have to figure out what's going on with my emulator, man, because it's really lagging. My computer won't lag doing anything else, but playing this. I'll see if I can change a couple settings. I don't have too many things running on the background. Ah, it's horrible. Why? Give me a moment real quick. Oh, it might be... I guess I do have Discord open. Actually, I haven't upgraded my graphics card. That might actually be it. What a horrible time for it to keep lagging. Come on! Not great, man. Not great. You 100 points. Assuming this one's the best. I'll try saving up 2k quartz. Rotation. I can probably do this. It doesn't really matter because I do have Oberon on the side, right? I'm just adamant about being able to finish it without having to bring out Oberon. Oh yeah, I should probably change the topic. A moment. Alright, so next topic. PC98. So why am I talking about PC98 all of a sudden? Why do I want such an old piece hunk of junk? Well, it's not that I want a PC98% per se. I just want an emulator that'll run PC98 games. So there's this anime I've been watching called, it came out this season of anime. Previously I'd mentioned anime comes out in 4 seasons, right? And in the season that is currently airing out right now, it's, you know, going through, there's this anime called 16-bit Sensation, which is essentially it's a show about some girl who ends up going back in time. She works at a gaming company. She goes back in time, and the company that she would work for doesn't really exist. And her main gripe in the present Yeah, wait, I'm competing a little bit with the desktop audio, but anyways, she's competing. She's her gripe is that the games that they're making, because she works for a Bishoujo company, which for anyone who doesn't know what a Bishoujo company is, oh, man, fuck. Oh man, I picked the wrong character. That's why. For anyone who doesn't know what a Bishoujo company is, essentially it's a video game company who makes like cute anime visual novels, cutesy anime visual novels. And her complaint is that the Bishoujo games that are made in 2023, or at least the ones that she's working on, are essentially soulless. And they're the company that she works for wants to make garbage bin games just in order to be able to make money, because they say that they don't really have enough money to make a big budget game that might not really make any money back. So she ends up going to this store run by an old lady who's selling a whole bunch of like old visual novels, and she ends up talking to this old lady, telling her, "Hey, this is a relic. Like, why are you selling this for so cheap?" And then she ends up going on and on about how good some of the games that she has, the old lady selling. And then she tries to go back to the next day, and the store that she found that had all these games doesn't exist anymore. But she found like a little backpack, not a backpack, a little bag filled with all the games that she was talking about the day prior. Was it the day prior? I think it was like literally just a couple hours later. So then she like stops at like some McDonald's or something, and somehow she ends up like going back in time. That I think it was 1992. Yeah, she ends up going back to 1992, and when she tries going back to where she worked at, it's just not there anymore. There's a different gaming company. I think they were called Alcohol Soft or something like that. And from what I understand, this is actually like another story. This is based on a manga that already exists of the same title. But this character that you're seeing in this version, in the anime adaptation, fuck, I really messed up again. I can't multitask for shit, man. Should be fine. This character, who is the main protagonist of this show, doesn't exist in the original source. Anyways, I changed the topic to PC98, essentially because when she goes back in time, right, she has to, and she has no way to take care of herself. And right, just a moment. She has no way to take care of herself. She doesn't have her apartment, right? She went back in time. So she ends up pleading, and these people were very nice. And that she is she's working game dev before, and she's like an illustrator. So she pleads them to give her a job, so she at the very least has somewhere to sleep. And they try testing her, but she's an illustrator in 2023, and she goes back in time and tries to work on games in 1992. But at that time, computer monitors and computer software at that time, there wasn't any styluses or anything like that. So they would use a program to be able to make art for these games. and the art for these games are absolutely beautiful. They used a limited color palette of 16 colors. And yeah, I've known about PC98 for quite some time. But unfortunately, I can't really play any of these games anyways because I know a little bit of Japanese because I've been studying a little bit. Or at least I have studied in the past. I have to drop my studies because I'm studying something else, going to college again. But that's besides the point. I don't know enough Japanese in order to be able to fully play a Japanese-only game for the PC98. Even if I ran an emulator. But man, I love the art style that comes with these games. It's so beautiful. You know what? I could probably show you, just maybe a second. I'll look for like a PC98 game, so at the very least I could show you guys what a PC98 game looks like. PC98 Shoujo games. It's fucking gorgeous. I love it. Well, let's see. PC Shoujo games. UT4. Yeah, just a second. PC98 art style was something else, man. It's just something else. I doubt that this will look good, but just a moment. Image. Let's set this to transform. Man, this thing's absolutely gorgeous. I mean, look at that. Look at the details. Look at the pills and whatnot. The pills, the apartment, her hair. Like, this is all 16-bit color. That's insane. It looks so good. This is all made with like the standard mouse. As far as I understand, right? They would draw the actual piece on paper, then you would scan it, and then with some specific software that we use on PC98, you would draw over it with the actual mouse, pixel by pixel. It's incredible. Let me not make the same mistake, because I really got into this topic and I keep messing up by farming. So if you want to know how I'm doing these topics and how they actually work, is that I'm on weekdays I stream for 2 hours, and if I stream for 2 hours, that allows me to put around 4 topics point that I could switch every half an hour. One at the beginning, at the hour, and then at the hour and a half, which would be 4 topics. I can't really have another topic at the 2 hour mark, because that's usually when I end the stream anyways. Yeah, there she is. Right, I should probably make this easier on me, first of all, let's... You should have that, and Oberon should have you. Alright, that should work. It's a shame I can't really use the Ellie. I think she's a... No, she's a buster servant, not a quick servant. No, I was thinking. But my biggest issue is that I believe she was single target, not multi-target. I can't use her to farm. Which is essentially what I'm doing right now. You know that one thing I said I didn't want to do earlier? Alright, I didn't get my refund back. Right? Man. I still won't get my refund back even on this one. There's only 2 of them. This sucks. I got a 50%, but that's not enough. I really gotta make sure that I finish this before I start playing Sea of Stars. I really do want to play. It's on my mind. Man, RNG really screwed me on this one, huh? Yeah, you know, I could probably make a video talking about PC98. I say this and yet I have not actually finished my Mashoku Tensei video, Jobless and Reincarnation. I've been too busy with Pinocchio and studying. Yo. Goddamn. Okay, we can get more. La 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 Someday I'll get a PC98 and I'll showcase it. Ooh. Slightly off topic, but there's a couple anime that's coming out. Really interesting, honestly. Currently in the fall season, right? Let me check Mal. Ooh. Oh. Yeah, we're in the fall season. I guess I might as well just change the topic at this point. I had a pre-made topic, but you know what? Nah. We did. Bah. Ah. Fall Anime 2023. So I was just talking about, there's a couple of really good shows. If you're into Dr. Stone, there's another season of Dr. Stone. If you're into, Shield Hero, there's another Shield Hero season going on. I personally haven't been really watching Shield Hero. In my opinion, it kind of loses steam after the initial revenge arc that makes it super unique, makes it stand out in the reincarnation fantasy genre. It kind of loses its edge. So I've read season 2 because it has a manga. I've read it. I didn't find it too interesting, so I didn't actually watch it. I do believe Mudon makes music for it. I mean, I guess I could check it out. I haven't really been interested in it for a while. There's another season of Spy Family. Let's see. One of my favorite shows. Well, favorite is an overstatement. But there's a show called Death Mount Death Play, which I initially started watching it because the protagonist really reminded me of this show called Seikon no Quasar. Seikon. Wait, Seikon Quasar. The English name is the Quasar of Stigmata. If you ever feel like looking it up, just make sure that if you're gonna watch it, nobody else is in the room and you got headphones on. It's a really weird anime from really weird times. Actually, let me see when did Seikon no Quasar came out. Seikon no Quasar. This came out what year? It came out in 2010, actually. I actually don't know if they finished this. They might have. How do I even explain this? It's about a boy who's a reaper, and he sucks titties. That's really all I remember about it. And do you really even need anything else other than that? Oh yeah, Death Mount Death Play. Why was I talking about Seikon no Quasar? Well, the protagonist of Death Mount Death Play really reminds me in his design of the protagonist of Seikon no Quasar. And Death Mount Death Play isn't really all that great. It's just another honestly, it's more isekai trash, if I'm being honest, but at the very least, they have a little interesting twist to this one where the protagonist is the antagonist of the story, and it's a reverse isekai where instead of him dying in Japan and going to some fantasy world, he dies in his fantasy world and then reincarnates in Japan. Woo! Visually, it's really not that appealing. Story-wise, it's okay at best. It's like a murder. It's not exactly a murder mystery. It's more of a, well, he's got powers. He's supposedly like some Lord of Death. And he's just trying to live a peaceful life in modern society. But there's things going on. There's people out for his head, and he's kind of clueless. It's alright. Now jumping from Death Mount Death Play, one show that really caught me off guard was this show called Shangri-La The Frontier. So it's a VR MMORPG. That sort of stuff that well, Sword Art Online didn't popularize it, but for sure it wasn't. Sword Art Online wasn't the first one. There's definitely been shows about VR MMORPGs before, right? Namely, Hack deals with that sort of stuff. Just never really got into Hack. But oh yeah, it's about a VR MMORPG about this one guy who really likes playing shitty games. Kind of like me. I like playing a lot of shitty games. He likes beating real shitty games, and he's known as a freak. Right? And he runs out of these shitty games. So he goes to a store and he's like, "Oh, do you have anything else to play?" And the lady's like, "Oh yeah, I mean, I don't have anything shitty right now, but you could probably try out something the complete opposite of a shitty game, which is a really damn good game." And so he decides to try it, and ends up enjoying it a lot more than he initially thought he was going to enjoy. He's really surprised that the game just straight up works, which is really funny. Overall, it's really well animated. I'm still not like sold on the story yet by episode 3, but the animation itself is enough to make me want to keep watching it. A little bit all over the place, right? It has a really nice opening song too. And I sat down, read some of it because I was very interested in it after I finished watching episode 2. And some of the things that happen are genuinely interesting. I don't know how far the anime will go. This is initially, it's not even a light novel, it's a web novel. And I know that Netmarble is making a game about the actual web novel. So that's enough about Shanfu or Shangri-La The Frontier. Something else I'm watching is there's this manga that I read a very long time ago about this lesbian couple. Well, not a couple. It's another isekai kind of deal, but specifically it's more of a subcategory of I died and I reincarnated inside of a game. Or what I would like to call the villainess, like isekai anime trope. So this girl dies, and he dies while she was playing some video game, and she reincarnates inside of the game. It's an otome game. To explain what an otome game is overall, otome game is essentially just like it's a visual novel meant for girls. So it's a whole bunch of guys, and your girl, and your objective is to swoon a bunch of guys and go through their routes. But she's into the main antagonist or the villainess in this case, right? So she's trying to woo the villainess instead of the guys. It's not particularly any funny, but it's really cutesy. I read it quite some time ago, so I was very surprised to see that it got adapted into anime. It makes me really happy. Not a show that I would recommend to most people. Not really a kind of show that I expected that I would be into. Because it's really just a Yuri anime. But because of the unique... I got into this show after... There's another show called... I don't remember its name right now. Let me just Google it up. Mob character... reincarnated as a mob character. Alright, so there's this one anime that came out forever ago called The World of Otome Games is Tougher Mob Anime. So to go into this one slightly, it's about this guy, the same concept. It's about it's about this guy who is playing otome games for his sister, who sucks at them. So he's playing this game, and in the process, in the middle of this game, he died. Like, actually in real life. And when he opens his eyes again, he's in the game as a guy. He's not girl. As a guy, and he's a mob character. So a side character, essentially. So after I read that anime and I read the manga, I really got into these, what I would call the villainess style mangas. And I ran into the one that I was talking about now, which is actually called I Favor the Villainess. I could probably put it up on screen real quick. Just give me a second. Should probably put it in AFK. Whenever I do anything, switch my screen over, it shows you a little bit of my screen. Not that I mind it, right? But you gotta never be too careful. So give me a second. Super cutesy. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, 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 boop. La, 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 la. La, la, la. La, la, la. La, 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 la. La, la, la. Alright, so this right here, I favor the villainess. Again, if you're into the villainous-ish subgenre of isekai, I 100% recommend it. Although it's Yuri, if you're not into Yuri, maybe don't watch it. It's super cutesy. It's super funny. Well, I wouldn't... It's different. Okay, and back to this. I gotta do something while I'm farming to keep myself entertained. I'm not saying this game is boring. I've just been playing this for 5 years. And usually while I'm farming for these kinds of scenarios, I'm pretty much on my phone. Yeah, it's I can still technically be on my phone while I'm talking about this. All I gotta do is just open up Mal on my phone, and then I can talk about the topic point. Alright, yeah, I don't know if I mentioned it. Spy X Family is coming out. Huh, I forgot that Sousen no Frieren is also coming out at the moment, which is one show that I definitely want to watch, but only after it's done. I don't want to wait weekly to watch the episodes. Madhouse is making Sousen no Frieren, or as the English version is Beyond Journey's End. It's so good. It's about an elf girl who goes on this quest. Who, after going on this quest with a party to go beat the Demon Lord, after they beat the Demon Lord, it's her story after beating the Demon Lord, and how she's an elf and she's around 2,000 years old or something like that. She's really old by the time they made her, but she looks like a young girl. And by the time they finish, they kill the Demon Lord, and all of her other party members who are all old, she never changes in appearance, and it's really about how she feels and a girl she adopts. It's so good. Oh right, I also forgot to talk about Shadow Garden Season 2 is currently airing at the moment as we're speaking. If you haven't seen the first season of Shadow Garden, I 100% recommend it. It's silly, it's goofy, it's another isekai trash, and of course it's gonna be isekai trash. That's most of what's coming out nowadays, right? A whole bunch of isekais. But that happens because isekai is a essentially just its own made genre that was popularized by light novels. Light novels are what make isekai essentially its own thing. So if you have a whole bunch of light novels and manga that borrowed on isekais and developed stories throughout the years, namely around the year 2010s, right? Then you start getting shows. Then you start getting adaptations of these shows, and that's why you start seeing a whole bunch of these isekai stories coming up all of a sudden. But yeah, going back to Kage no Jitsu, or Shadow Garden, right? No, right. It's called The Eminence in Shadow. Sorry about that. So same old. This one guy who dies and he gets reincarnated in another world. How this ends up happening is a little funny, because the goal of this one character was that he wanted to be someone who was strong, but he was disappointed that no matter how strong he would get, it didn't matter, because if he got hit by a nuke, he would be disintegrated instantly. And after some rigorous training, he ends up running into a street and he gets hit by a truck. Or at least that's how it was in the manga, if I remember correctly. This is a light novel, originally, I believe. And then he reincarnates, and he's super powerful in this other world. And the funny thing about this story is that he really pulls everything out of his ass. He really wants to play that he's this cool guy going around doing cool things. Like he's like your internal, you when you were like 13 years old. You tried to be super edgy and super cool, but you were really just super cringy. Except he manages to somehow pull it off, looking cool, but you know, his efforts are kind of like really dumb, and there's a lot of coincidences that happen. He ends up making this secret organization he calls Shadow Garden, and his goal is to, uh, I believe he calls it Shadow Garden, and his name is Shadow, and he hunts shadows in the shadows or something stupid like that. And it's really over the top, but it looks great. And even though the plot is like absolute hot garbage, it's pretty self-aware and it's really funny. Like it's really just about this one guy, like coming up with random plans and ideas, and somehow always managing to make it seem like he has a whole bigger plan. That he's not just winging things and making it through as he goes. That's Eminence in Shadow Season 2. I guess we could talk about Hamatsu no Okoku. Sorry, I always read it on Japanese. The Kingdom of Ruin. I do remember reading this some time ago, although I do remember why I stopped reading it. It's not a bad story. There's kind of a little bit of a shock factor to it. Essentially, it's about witches and humanity, and how witches have magic and humans have technology, and humans are afraid of witches, but witches are supposed to unite humanity, but humans manage to make a technology that allows them to hunt witches, and they hunt witches almost to their extinction. And this one witch who trains a human boy ends up being the ruin for all of humanity, because after she gets killed, he decides he in his mind he decided that he would destroy humanity in its entirety. So it's a story about revenge, essentially. There's a lot of shock and awe factor. It's kind of gory-ish. Although one of the reasons why I stopped reading it so many times, and I just realized now after I started reading it again, is that the story is a little bit all over the place. And there's nothing really that I'm particularly looking forward to in the actual story. So that's a bit of a bummer. And every time I'm starting to get used to, I feel like I have a grasp on what's going on, the show just completely sidewinds me, and then I'm trying to pick up the pieces of what's going on again in the show. So I don't know, maybe the anime might be a lot better, since you get to see what's going on in the 30 minutes. I read pretty fast, so that might be an issue on my end. I already talked about Shangri-La. Let's see, there's definitely a couple things coming out. I usually try to see I try to see like 3 episodes of most things, unless it really bores me. All right, I forgot about Under Ninja. So Under Ninja is a bit of a treat. There's no simple way of putting it. I'm just gonna look up a YouTube video about like the first moment in the show, and I'll be right back. You have to listen to this. Give me a second. YouTube.com. Under Ninja English. The English in the show is absolutely phenomenal, man. Soldiers. But I can't seem to find it on YouTube. Did nobody? Is nobody talking about this on YouTube? I'm gonna have to look this up somewhere else. Probably yeah. I'm probably gonna end up. Let me just all right. Just give me a second, real quick. Under Ninja. Episode 1. All right, so look at this for a second. It's so funny. We'll see.
Get ready, go!
It's so funny. Like, I'll just show you guys a little bit of it. Like, this clip right here is what made me want to keep watching this series. It's all over the place. I fucking love when anime has trashy English.
Rock and roll! Freeze! Hands up! Shit! What the hell is this? Is it a bomb?
Nah, it ain't a bomb. It's a sword. Look carefully. His thumb for pressing the phone's detonation button and his head got slashed off by a sword. Nobody else can do this but Ninja. Look what's on the corner of the desk. It's an origami.
Ninja? Wanted to see them for real.
Are you kidding me? You wanna die? Thank God and your mommy you didn't see them.
Alright, so that's about that. Oh man, the horrible English. It's so bad. It's so bad it's good. That's the thing. Alright, so let me get back into the game. I got a little distracted there. Sorry about that. But yeah, like, Under Ninja. Definitely watch it. It's really good. At least it's not your typical shonen anime or anything like that. So it's different. Woo! Let's see. Other anime that has been coming out. Oh, let's see. Already talked about 16-bit Sensation. Oh, there's a really ugly 3D one. There's two ugly 3D ones. Man, I just don't have much to say about the ones that I did see, but weren't that interesting. Like, there's the second season of JJK is coming out. Let's see. Some ONAs. What's kind of Yome? I'm not watching that. Seiken Gakuin. I watched a couple episodes. It's kind of boring. Sayate Parading. Boring. There's this one anime about a guy who has like 100 girlfriends, but I haven't watched that yet. Tokyo Revengers is another season going on. I haven't watched that. I don't think I want to watch it though, because I already read though most of this, so I have no reason to. I'm just not interested in the anime. There's Undead Unlock. Seen a couple funny clips about it. I mean, Goblin Slayer season 2 is coming out right now, which, you know what? I'll wait till it's over, and then I'll start watching it. Let's see. Ragnar Crimson looks interesting, but story-wise, it's kind of boring. Let's see. Oh, that's kind of everything I've seen at the moment. Like, not really. I've seen a whole bunch of stuff this season. It's just I don't really have much to talk about if it's boring. Alright, I think it's about time that I change the topic. So, well, I'll wait till 10 minutes more. 5 minutes, and then I'll change the color. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, ba. Alright, I'm gonna beep. I changed the stream topic. Stream upgrades.
これでフィニッシュ。あら、あなたたちも一緒。ラストストローク。ブルーサマーパラビオン。
Stream upgrades, right? So topic points are something new that I incorporated from my gaming overlay. It just gives me a little bit more to talk about, especially it lets me plan a little bit more, right? Now that I have an idea how my streaming hours are actually like, now that I've been streaming quite a little bit, it's like my 40 something video stream. I do want to work on videos more, but for now, streaming is just a little bit more convenient for me, considering I'm studying and I'm also working, right? And it's a lot faster for me to stream than it is to make a video. Also trying just to get used to talking in front of a camera, which I feel like streaming has helped quite a lot. I feel a lot more comfortable talking to a camera. Might take a class on public speaking or something, just so I can stop doing the sort of stuff. As for what my goal is with streaming, right? Overall, I just want to record myself streaming. Just every moment I have. Just a little hallmark for me to like look back on and enjoy. If anybody jumps in, right? I'm always happy if anybody jumps in the stream and I could talk to them. Or I could just enjoy the moment with me, right? But overall, I really just want to record whatever I'm doing. Namely playing games. Oh, yeah, again, just sit back. And I'm like, oh, maybe it's... I kind of want to sit, like, lay down and watch a video or something. I could just look at one of my streams. As for what my goal is right now, I do have a subscription with Epidemic Sound, which is why you can hear these super cool songs and whatnot on the background. It'd be really nice to be able to cover the Epidemic Sound things with money that I make on YouTube, which I currently make no money from YouTube. Nobody's watching the stream, so I don't have people coming in. I suppose I'll set up Patreon and whatnot. The Epidemic Sound thing is like 17 bucks. So that's really just my goal at the moment is to be able to cover the Epidemic Sound stuff. I've also changed how I do banners. I feel I could spend a little bit more time on them if I just, instead of making these banners at the moment, if I go out of my way to actually make them before I do anything else, that'd be better. I already work on a thumbnail every time before I make every video, so I try to keep them somewhat simple. I don't think they look great. Could probably work. Like if I spent a little bit more time on them, I could definitely have something that's a little bit more interesting. But it gets the job done, I suppose.
モレおくあらいらっしゃい子犬欲しいものがあるのね
Okay, yeah, I can get copies of these characters
店が
here.
変わって私お姫様なのよ
No way. Ooh, I really have to farm out this event. Oh no. Oh no, I'm gonna have to farm out this event as much as possible.
はいどうぞありが
Ooh, no. Yeah, those are my stream upgrades. At some point, I would love to upgrade this overlay a lot more now. Oh, right, I suppose I do have a transparent chat now. After Googling a bit, I figured out how to actually have a custom chat. Because the YouTube chat looks ugly as hell. You can't resize it or anything. Because all I'm doing is just essentially just broadcasting the actual, like, mini screen of the pop-up chat. And that looks ugly as hell. Now, the one issue I have now is that there's two gray bars that are just right there and I can't ignore. Mm.
ただいまマイクのテスト中ついでにストレッチも兼ねて戦うわねアドリブ全開よ
30, 30.
ラジャお一つどう聞き殺すわ
Wow!
この重みこそ私を逃がしはしない
痛いわ頑張るわよ気やら世界で一番可愛い
So
のは
bright.
私よ違うふざけんな食らいなさいスーパーエリートドラゴンキック
これしき
勝利こそ私にふさわしい
Oh no, you're lagging all of a sudden. Give me a moment to check the process because I don't understand why you're lagging. Why? What's going on? I know for a fact it's not Google. It's not Chrome. So it can't be Chrome now. Can't be. Anyways, yeah. Sorry. Back. hour-and-a-half mark. I suppose I have jumped in between 3 topic points at this point. They're not exactly the ones that I wrote down, but hey, we watched a little bit of anime here, talked about this there. I'm gonna do a whole bunch of AFK farming on this one. This about not AFK, like off stream.
ポップにキュートに血祭りね。あら、夜はまだこれからでしょ。いいコマンドね。命令しないで。と無賛しますか。
おお、起きた掃除。Alright, all 3 of them got switched. Ba ba ba.
行くよ。もう。放っておいて。一刀両断。痛々しく。
Oop. No, the lag. I don't think it's the
無
OBS.
賛しますか。
Can't be OBS. It didn't happen before.
わよ。何なのよ。
Maybe my computer's just getting old.
ほーこれですな。
命令しないで。放っておいて。いいコマンドね。行くよ。何なのよ。
Ooh.
抵抗は無駄です。
Ooh, Matsu's Shido. Man, oh, it's so annoying. It's lagging every time somebody else is coming out. Oh, that's a great skin for Carmilla.
盗みます。大事なものをいただく。
I think you're single target, yeah.
黙っていて。無賛しますか。
Oh god, this fight's gonna be eternal.
ちょっとさらばです。またお会いしましょう。
It's gonna be so fucking long because it's lagging. Why are you lagging so much?
行くわよ。何なのよ。もう。
フラッシュ。
ファイヤー。もう。期待に応えるわ。いっちゃう。痛々しく。
Oh my god, every time somebody dies.
行くわよ。何なのよ。
Come on.
痛々しく。
Oh boy, this is fucking terrible. Give me a moment. I just don't understand what sort of process is it's like screwing me over.
になるな。
ルビー、お願
Well, that's over.
体があなたたちの墓標になったというわけね。
Ah, yes, a glass slipper. Oh. Oh my god, now it looks for everything I do. Halloween Rising. Okay.
うるさい豚ども。実弾で
I might have underestimated this.
何もなかったわ。何もなかったわ。いいコマンドね。いいでしょう。命令しないで。行くわよ。何なのよ。回避は許しません。ターン捕食。はい。あら。
Oh yeah, I definitely underestimated this. Nah. It has to have someone who ignores defense, right? I have to have someone. FGO ignored. Who has ignored defense? Brave? I guess, yeah. So if I do this, oh my god, the game is running like hot ass right now. So I don't remember, is it a skill or is it... I get tired. Oh boy. Ba
お客様、 獲物はあちらでございますね。
Okay.
見てて、私やるわ。一人の私のために、みんなも私のために。よろしくて。日向の火薬の匂い。そのように。失礼。こちらの話です。
Kind of fucked up, Violet. I don't see any.
見てて、私やるわ。お参りしていきます。リノベーション始めます。オッケー。あくまでカレーに。いいコマンドね。バートリーブレイブエルジェーベト。また伝説を作ってしまったわ。なんとコッパに行くわよ。そうなのよ。トン無駄ですよ。無駄ですよ。好き放題扱ってあげましょう。そう。一刀両ガ
Go!
オ。行くわよ。なんなの。それなさい。エリちゃん。
Strash!
ひどい目にあった。せっかくの羽に傷がつく。ま、偽物だけどね。
Enhance NP. Seven dwarves. No Snow White. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, we have any other stream upgrades to to be honest. But, you know, you look back at my first stream versus now, there's definitely some things that are different.
トリックオアブラッド。お菓子をくれなきゃいたずらするぞ。あら、夜はまだこれから。恋のビーム、ドラゴンスケール。任せていいじゃない。それ。と、ヘア。もう。いた。
The Alienverse. That was easy.
敵だった。
Very
かつ
easy.
てない強敵だったわ。I can appreciate. Another thing I'm watching is actually I just recently ran into Family Guy AI, and it's fucking hilarious, man. 戦闘開始。いいじゃない。
It'll go from having a Family Guy-esque conversation to the dumbest sexual thing that you could hear. It's incredible.
夜はまだこれからでしょ。ラッキュー。オッケー。じゃ一刀両断。邪魔。行くわよ。なんなのよ。
Ooh, so it looks like oh no, never mind.
いいコマンドね。任せて。期待に応えるわ。と、てよ。
Hey,
痛いやつ。
I appreciate having all the Ellies.
Koi no beam, Dragon Scale.
50, 60, 70. 20, 50, 60.
全然楽勝じゃない。
Oh. Oh. That's 5 minutes before the stream ends. So, this is as far as I'm getting a day. One more mission. La 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 la. Her arms are so skinny. Oh, oh, ah, ah, oh, 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 What? I don't want to use a squad of bozos. Whoop! Off to a good start. There we go.
神のものだな。人理というのは。
Ay, 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 ay. Ay, ya. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to finish this one. I mean, I am, right? Just I'd rather not.
いらっしゃいだね、
Let's
ハムスター君。地道にコツコツやる？それ
do her full potential. Remove debuffs for yourself. Fairy Tale is it? It's kind of a weird NP. What counts as a fairy tale set? I'll have to watch a video on him.
そろそろクエストに戻る？いいよ。
Can I get anything? That's a real question. On the store. But anyways, I'm gonna end it here. All right, folks. Thank you for tuning in, whether it be on stream or after the stream is over. Stay tuned. I'm gonna keep playing, doing this event. Like, I have to do it, otherwise I'm gonna miss out on a whole bunch of stuff. So tomorrow I'm probably gonna stream same thing, possibly 2 hours, maybe 1. It really depends. I definitely want to get through the story. Anything else that has to do with farming, I'll definitely AFK farm. But yeah, folks, once again, thanks for tuning in, whether it be on stream or after. Feel free to leave a like and subscribe. And yeah, that's about it. Peace.